everyone. So tonight I am painting Rainboots with an umbrella. I'm just putting on a base coat of white right now while you guys hop in. I got caught in a little bit of traffic, so I got behind. Thank you guys for allowing me to teach tonight instead of yesterday. I was hanging out with Lori learning a new program to help with making more templates and different things like that for you guys. So the new program is called Procreate that you can only get through Apple with iPads. You can use a mini with it, but I would highly suggest not using it because I drive really big, and so it wasn't working too well with the mini. So I got a bigger one. Hey Cheryl, hey Rhea, how are you? You guys, I'm just putting on a base coat for tonight. Trying to get it to smooth out just a little bit. And I'll show you what we're doing. Okay. Let me grab the white here. We ran to get something to eat and got caught in traffic. So this is what we're doing. And this is the original with the etch. So you can see the little rain boots right here in the rain, or in the umbrella, rain. Hey Nancy, how are you, hon? Okay, so let me flip you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I was thinking what we will do is maybe do, I don't know, I'm thinking polka dots and flowers. I don't know, I'm struggling with kind of an idea of what to come up with tonight. I was thinking a cute little black umbrella with then flowers in between would be really cute. So I'm gonna grab my black. I know I'm starting off weird because I normally never do black first, but we're gonna go a little bit different than what I normally do. So thanks you guys for joining. So this is just normal black paint, nothing too special. I did put the primer on real quick, so let me throw the heat gun on here real quick. How was your guys' Easters? Did you guys do anything fun? Enjoy your families? Getting a low setting here. That should be good enough. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with my 3/8 angle brush. I'll go with this little umbrella piece right here. You guys, I also included this template for you, like always, in the group. And the link is below. It's in a Dropbox link for you guys. Completely free, like always. Let me make sure everything is going. Oh, Linda went to my older daughter's house with my two older granddaughters. Oh, how fun! I'm sure it was better than last Easter, right? We were all stuck at home. We went to Topgolf. Normally we do, we go to church and then, you know, kind of find something to do afterwards because we're not used to having family anymore, but close by us. But I dropped the ball with the move and everything, and I didn't check out too many churches until, you know, the week of Easter, and by then everybody had already kind of signed up for their Easter programs and stuff like that. So I was kind of out of luck with trying to get us into one. So we decided to just hang out, have fun, that kind of thing. So we decided to go to Topgolf. My oldest daughter loves Topgolf, and so she was super excited. My youngest really got into it. They have a new game at Topgolf, if any of you guys have been there, with like the Angry Birds virtual. So you shoot the golf ball virtually, you know, and then virtually it will show you where you shot, and you'll knock over the birds and all that kind of stuff. Well, Linda, I'm glad that you had a much better Easter than last time. I know last Easter kind of was a bummer for everyone. We just won't talk about last Easter, right? Or, I mean, I guess it gives you gratefulness, you know, for what you have now. Okay, so we're going to do every other. I think I'm going to come in and do a flat flower pattern on these ones. I'm going to go ahead and make these boots black down here. Well, let's see, how do I want to do that? Yeah, I think I'm going to do the boots black, and then the tops of them I think we'll do with the flower pattern that we've got kind of going on. I think that will look really cute. I mean, we could do something other than flower. We could do swirlies, we could do rainbow, you know, all of that kind of stuff too. So the sky's the limit. So if you guys have a different pattern that you'd like me to show you, I'm more than happy to do that in between. And then I was thinking the bottom of the boot we'll do with what a flower color pattern or something like that. Whatever you think. Hey Sherry, how are you? Lillian, I'm sorry. I know Facebook's been a little bit funny on trying to find sometimes. How are you, Lillian? All right, so we're getting to the edge of the boot, so I'm just going to make my little swoop here for the bottom sole part of the boot. So I just loaded the brush. And there we go. There we go. I wasn't getting a very smooth line there that I liked, so it came towards me. Sometimes when you pull towards you, you'll get a little bit better of a line. Some people are opposite, and going away from them helps a little bit more. Usually it doesn't matter to me, but my hands are a little bit weaker today. We did a lot of cleaning. It's feeding time at the zoo. Oh, I get that. I know, my kids were a little bit hungry earlier. They were coming down during the Zoom call and we want something to eat. So I told Brian, I'm like, let's just go early, because normally we go after I'm done painting. And so I'm like, just go early. I'll hurry and hop off, and get them fed. So Kathy, I totally get it. But thank you for hopping in, saying hi. Kathy, I saw your pig that you did, and it was so adorable seeing it in person. I think everything is always better in person to see, though, to be honest. But anyways, it was adorable. Okay, so we got the boots painted. Let me go back over here, see if we've got any little lines that we can see. Most of the time with black, it is a one and done kind of deal, unless you've missed spots. But it looks like we're good. I'm gonna just leave the black out. We'll water it when we're ready for outlining. So I am thinking we'd maybe do some yellow. Maybe some pink. And some purple. And what else? What other colors should we do? And let's go with some blue. And maybe some green. Okay. So I've got these colors for the flowers that we're gonna do. I've got crocus yellow, fuchsia, GP purple, surfboard, and gecko. Hey Stephanie, how are you? How long was I in South Carolina? Linda, I just went for the day. So I'm about 2 hours away from Lori. 2 hours and like 15 minutes to be precise is what it took. So I just hopped down there, and then when about the time that I was going to leave, it was saying that it was going to take 3 hours because of traffic. So I decided to just wait, do some more learning with Lori and different things like that, and then get back to, and then just paint with you guys tomorrow. Yeah, so, or today. So yeah, it's really nice. Me and Lori are really close. Me and Dawn are about equal distance between Lori and that. Lori, I think for Dawn, she's about 4 hours, but for me to go visit Dawn, I think we're about 2 as well. So, and then Share Bear, I want to say we're about an hour apart from what Cheryl was telling me. So I'm pretty excited that, you know, I've got people around. It makes it nice. You guys, I'm going to throw on just one more coat of white right here. It's just a little bit splotchy, and where I'm going to be using this more as our background. I want this, oops, I grabbed a little bit of black there. It's okay. I want this white to be nice and pretty, so we're just going to grab a little bit more white here. Now we can totally freehand these flowers with paint, or I can draw them on. You can draw them with chalk if you wanted to. Another way that we could do it is going by just drawing them with some pencil, filling it in. The sky's the limit of really how we want to do these. Chalk is usually pretty nice because if you mess up, you just have to wipe it off. Pencil is a little more permanent. It's a little bit harder to remove the pencil. It can be done, but it is a little bit harder to do. Okay, maybe, there we go. But it still can be done. All right, for this umbrella and the little holder for it, I'm just gonna go straight across, even though we know that it's not gonna be that way. Oops, I grabbed some black there, but it's okay. We'll hide it with the flower. I am gonna need a little bit more white for the edge, so bear with me for just one sec. Yeah, so I got home last night about 11 o'clock, so it wasn't too bad. Lori kept asking me, are you sure you want to stay for the live? I mean, I'd love to have you, but I don't want you out too late. But we all know me, you guys. I'm a night owl, so I stay up late anyway, so I figured, what the heck, why not? It was fun to watch Lori in person do her live last night. It was really fun, so. And Bella is absolutely adorable. Mama Sue is amazing. Such a sweet woman. So, we're gonna leave that right now. You throw that back in the white there. All right. Let me throw the heat gun on this just real quick. Hey Sandy, how are you, hon? All right. Sorry about the heat gun. Let's see, that should be good enough. I don't have any chalk pieces out, so I guess we're going with flowers or with pencil. So what we'll do is I'm just gonna freehand some flowers on here. Let's see, we'll go right here with another one. Maybe right here. That looks good. We'll do some down here on this one. And let's do right there. Maybe a little petal right there. And then for these boots, we'll do about the same thing. I'm going to just do a light little line right here, just so that I know where that umbrella handle is. And then let's see, we'll go right here and maybe stop right there. This is the next boot line, so we'll do a line there so we kind of know. And then here's the handle for the umbrella, right there. And then maybe one right there, and we'll do a petal right there. What do you guys think? Hey Amanda, hey girly. How is it going? All right, so I'm gonna start with fuchsia first. I think I'm gonna do fuchsia for the bottom of the rain boots. I think that will be really cute, and maybe we'll do the handle and the top with that. I just got a really small brush. I don't like that brush. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you guys are liking it. Okay, so I am using that 3/8 angle brush again, just loading the edge of my brush, if you can see there. I think we'll go right here, make this guy a pink one. So what I'm doing is I'm just curving my brush, just like so. And because this is just a little bit larger of a brush, I'm going one way and then coming back the other way. That's just going to make us have a little bit smoother of a line. And then, like I said, my wrists are kind of bugging me today. I did a lot of cleaning and scrubbing today, so I'm sure that's a little bit of the reason. And then my allergies have been really bothering me. So I don't know if it's maybe allergies are making me swollen or the medication that I have to take for the allergies are. So, and then let's go, maybe we'll go right here with this flower for a pink one. I do too. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, we got to do some fuchsia. I'm glad you like it. I wanted it spring, but enough that it could kind of be transitional to go into summer a little bit with the bright colors. Is kind of how I was feeling about it. Okay, I'm just gonna lift this up real quick. Gonna get this edge right here, if you guys can see that. Okay. Woo, I almost put my paint in white, or my brush in white, whoops. Getting the umbrella handle right here. Amanda, any date on the wedding? Oh, okay, Amanda, I will make sure I get this listed for you. I had fun creating this one. I kind of saw the ribbon with, you know, the flowers in it, which I do have something similar to that that is in the making, but I saw some cute umbrellas and I was trying to figure out a way to incorporate them, and this is where I figured, this is where I went with it. And you guys, I have struggled so much with trying to get the Rainboots the way that I liked them. I kept feeling like they looked like moon boots. So these turned out to be really nice. I worked on these boots for forever. Last year I gave up on rain boots because I just was not really liking what I was what I was drawing. So it's always good to keep improving and keep working, and eventually you'll get there. Oh, that sounds so fun though. I think whatever you do sounds great. You do you. I mean, it needs to be personal for you guys. I think a destination wedding would be amazing though. Just saying. Lillian, I make it look easy. Honey, I promise you it gets easier the more and more you practice. When I first started, I was a perfectionist with it. It drove me crazy if I goofed up. And you start to learn that when you goof up, you just add a little something there. You know, I goofed up tonight and I drug some black paint over it, and I was like, you know what? We'll just draw a flower right where we goofed up. It's okay. I think the more you put pressure on yourself with painting, the more you're not going to like it. And honestly, painting it to me is relaxing, it's calming. I love to put some music on and just go for it. Oh, you guys, this is turning out way cute. I'm excited. The house is coming along. No true estimated date yet. Our realtor did tentatively put down a date, which kind of made me like, what? For June, I think it was like June 13th or 16th. But they told us that the house wouldn't be done until July, August. But that was for a walkthrough, so I'm not really sure what that means. So I'm not trying to get my hopes up. But yeah, that's what's kind of going on there. Don't know much more than that. I am going to throw just a little bit more pink on this. Normally fuchsia is one and done, but I'm just seeing a little bit of blotchiness than what I'm liking. So I'm just going to clean that up just a little bit. Same with the handle here. But the house has almost all of the heating, HVAC stuff done. Heating and AC. The AC unit's not hooked in, but from what people were telling me, they don't usually do that, put that in until towards the end of the final grade of the house, or at least until the heavy machinery is done, so that there's less chance of them bumping it and breaking it. So I'm a-okay with that, because, you know, I'd rather have a nice AC than one that's been ran over or bumped into. So we'll take it. And then the electrical is I believe almost done. I know that they were putting some cable in. But I mean, I can't believe how fast they're working on it. Hopefully we get windows and there's no delay on that, and then we'll just keep on smooth sailing. All right, so fuchsia, oops, I forgot to put my paint away. Throw that in there. Okay, we are gonna go with purple next. This is GP purple. It's a little bit darker than a pastel purple, but it's one of my favorite purples to use. It's also one that covers extremely well. Let's see, I am using again the 3/8. I think I'm gonna go right here with this purple. So I'm just using the edge of the brush. I pushed it towards and down and then back out in that tight little corner there. And then we're just gonna make a nice little swoopy motion. Come back through the other way to match up. Needed to load my brush just a little bit. The edge kind of got dull there. And I think we'll do one right here. Maybe my edge doesn't want to work. There we go. Okay, so we got the purple there on those boots. I think we'll go like right here for this one. So just a nice little swoosh. Curling our brush, bringing it back. We're gonna curl it the other way. And there we go. And then just smoothing out our center so we don't have a glob of paint. Same thing here. Just a half circle. And then we'll smooth out our paint. So no big paint globs. All right. Next spot. Get this little spot here, and then I'll get the edge there. There we go. And then we're just going to smooth out the edge that we got here. So you're just kind of running the edge of our angle brush against that line and then just smoothing out the rest of our paint. So no true big globbies. And I think I'm gonna go right here with this little spot. Okay. I just cleaned that brush and I needed to put the purple away. Silly me. Hey Cece, how are you, honey? Yeah, Linda, that's what they were saying, is that the windows, flooring, and doors are going to be our biggest things that may delay us moving in. That's why they did quote kind of high. They did warn us that they were quoting us high for a move-in date of the July, August. So we'll see. Trying to keep positive and optimistic, but at the same time, you know, if we're in the house until end of August, that's okay. You know, the girls, we got them in the school that is the same for where the house is at. So it does take me a little bit longer to get them there. It takes me about 20 minutes to drive them there. But I feel like it's worth it for them and everything else. So we'll just keep on trucking along. Okay, so this is surfboard blue that I'm using now. So just doing that little swooshy, kind of coming the other way. It's going to give us a nice smooth line. And then I'm just working the angle of my brush to get into those nice little tight areas. Just like so. All right. Right here. Smooth that out. I've got a little extra paint than what I want, so I'm just kind of having the brush pick up a little bit of that. So nice little swish here. And we'll load just a little bit on this one to get that. Next one, nice little curve. And one more. There we go. Sorry guys, there we go. Phone wasn't on silent, so I knew it was gonna drive me nuts. Okay, I am going to actually change to a smaller brush for that. So this smaller brush is, I think, a 1/4. The writings went off on it. Or 1/8, I'm sorry, it's definitely a 1/8. We're just gonna get this little spot right here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let me throw the blue back. And we'll have some fun with the yellow. I'm just gonna use the back of the brush. Hey, Michelle. Thank you. I'm glad you're loving it. Oop, there we go. Okay, so this blue, like I said, it was surf forward. It's a really cute in-between turquoise blue color that I really like. I'm gonna wait on yellow actually, and we'll go with the green gecko. And I'm gonna actually just use the cap for this. I'm gonna get a liner brush. It's a 2/0 liner brush. And what we're gonna do is just kind of create some cute little vine looking thingies just here and there. This one may kind of go off a little bit. Have that one going to go in there just to give some extra brightness. What do you guys think? You guys like that? So all we're doing is kind of almost creating like little piggy tails kind of thing. Maybe throw one right there, one right here. We'll go to the boots, do the same little thing. Maybe go right there, get a little something right in there, and right there. Okay, I'm loving that. I think that's cute. Okay, so now gecko's over. Perfect, Linda, I love that you like it. Okay, crocus yellow. This is gonna be the centers. So I'm just gonna get a big edge of one of the backs of my brushes. This one by chance is, I think it's 1 inch. So I'm just using my lid. Kind of creating centers. Of the flowers. Go right there, maybe do a little half one right there. We'll go right on the edge with that one. And I'm thinking if we go right there, it'll look really cute. Ooh, I'm loving wiping off that top of my brush. Love using the backs of your brushes. It's perfect with making little circles. You don't have to use the daubers. It's wonderful. Okay, so we've got that done. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now, so when I'm doing detail lines and a lot of it is black, hold on, maybe, I just had some paint chips from like the bottles on top of the boots, so I wanted to make sure we got it off. What I like to do is I like to use gray as more of the outline where the black normally would be, and then I still use my white. It just gives a little bit of, it gives just a little more detail for your lining and everything else, kind of a thing, because the black's not going to show through. I am going to go, yep, I'm looking my edges again. I'm going to go in with a 0 liner brush. I do, when I like to do lining, I like to water down my black just a little bit. And because the black's been sitting out, it's kind of probably thickened up a little bit too. So we'll hurry and get the black where we need it, and then we'll go back through and use the gray. I just kind of wanted to explain why I was using the gray. So I'm just using my liner brush, kind of cleaning up my pink edge here, where we got a little bit off. I, but you know, we're painting together. So we're a team. This just kind of cleans up everything. Sandy, use the back of your brushes. It is like the best little secret tip you can use, is those backs of the brushes, man. They save you every time. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit careful because I know this yellow is a little wet still. So we're gonna just keep that in mind whenever we're doing a little bit. I'm gonna put a little cute swooshy there because you guys know me, gotta add my swooshies where we can. I'm just fixing a little bit here with the boots. See, and that's where I said the outlining of your project always helps just a little bit with little boo-boos that happen. Go right here, get this cute little boot. Right here, we'll line that. We'll line our flower. I don't think I'm gonna line the centers of these. I think I'm just gonna let the yellow kind of stand for itself this time. Whoa, got a little too much on my brush there. We got a little crazy with this loop, so it's just going to get a little bit thicker of an outlining right there. No biggie. We'll get the top right here. I think a cute little swooshy is in order. There we go. Like so. Get this little one right here. I'm going to fix the outlining here just a little bit. Like that. Oops. I'm going rogue. I'm grabbing all sorts of crazy paint here. Oops. Let me try that again. Going a little bit with the yellow here, so trying to be careful. There we go. Being a little careful there with that yellow, making sure I don't pull on it. I just noticed a little bit there that I wanted to clean up. Okay. Look at this side now with the boot. Like so. There we go. And then get the boot outline here. Hey Susan, how are you, honey? All right, so we've got that going on. Thank you, Lillian. I'm glad you're liking it. Okay, so all of the black outlining is officially done now. I'm loving how this is turning out, you guys. This is super cute. Let me grab one of my big brushes. We'll save our paint, because paint is still a little hard to find right now. Getting better, but certain of our favorites are ones that we use a lot. White is one that's really hard to find sometimes, so make sure. Oh, thank you, Susan. Okay, gray, I'm just gonna use my cap. I'm not gonna pour it out just because we're using such little amount. Gonna go back to that zero liner brush. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is kind of just do that outlining with the gray instead of the black, since you lose it when you paint with black. My brush skipped a little bit there, so I didn't like how that went for a second. Okay. And with this one, I'm going to let the black sneak through just a little bit to kind of give a little bit of dimension, but at the same time make it still look like it's an outline. So there's that one. I think right here would be cute for another little swish. And where we have a little bit of the white, now I'm going to use this just a little bit to highlight where the white is. So gray can be either a highlight, it can be for the black, it can be an outline, and everything else. It really is a transitional one that's really nice to use. Okay, I think that looks really good. So we're going to be done with the gray. I am going to still use the white, but as you can see, bye Michelle, thanks for joining. Okay, Susan, I will. I'll let you know if I'm finding a hard time on some of them. That will be greatly appreciated. Going into fall, if I don't find this one color, I will definitely be hitting you up because it's even sold out online. So I'm just adding a little bit of highlight now. And highlight is one of those things that you don't have to touch too much with. We'll get just a little bit of the highlights for the flowers. For the umbrella, I am going to highlight a little bit stronger. We'll go right where that zigzag is. Like so. I'm going to grab the white there. Hit right there. Right there. Perfect. Grab a little bit there. You know what? This boot, it needs a little something. It needs a little shimmer. So we're going to add it. There we go. Like so. We'll go right here. And a little more right there. All right, you guys, I am really digging it. Okay, so glitter. I got the coolest pink glitter. It is a neon glitter that I got from Walmart. They were in the little small skinny tubes. Let me see if I can find one in my garbage. So I ended up having some leftover bigger glitter ones, but it was their tropical neon collection that's in Walmart. So they came in tubes like this. I bought 2 sets of them, but look how pretty that glitter is. Isn't that gorgeous? I love glitter. Lisa sent me the cutest stuff for softball, for my softballs, and it matches perfectly. Let me show you that one too, because it's awesome. This is what Lisa sent me. Isn't that gorgeous? Lisa's on tonight, just so you guys remember, she is on tonight. It's Margarita, but it was perfect for my softballs that I used, for my new signs that I just put out today. So anyways, check that out. So we're gonna glitter the umbrella stem and I think the top. I don't think I'm gonna do the boot bottoms because I think it will just pull too many. But I think if we just do the handle of the umbrella, I think it will really work. So let me grab my Mod Podge and my glitter paper. This is just parchment paper. Don't use wax because it does stick to the glitter. And let me grab, these are just little cheap brushes that I got from the dollar store. Or actually, no, this one was from Walmart. But always use your cheaper brushes or your brushes that are beat up and aren't really staying too in line, because you are loading it with glue. That is Mod Podge. So I'm just going to use the lid. We're going to add a fair amount of glitter, but not like super thick. You don't want it too thick, but you also don't want it too thin either. Oops, we got some black with the Mod. I don't think it will matter too much, so. Okay. So I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle this on. I do glitter with a heavy hand, always have. Oh my gosh, I love this glitter, it's so pretty. Okay, let me flip it over. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. I love that. Hey, Carl. Sorry, I know my paintbrush is in my mouth. It always tends to be. That's always how I kind of roll. Woo, we're gonna fill this up. Okay. I'm at a dangerous amount. So we'll just throw this right here for right now. Okay. We'll just get that little stem. Let me throw that brush in there. Put the Mod Podge lid on, maybe, if I can figure out. There we go. Okay. Since I kind of overfilled this bottle, we'll be a little careful pouring it back in. All right. I'll take the rest of it innocent way and throw it in the garbage there. Okay, so we got that. What I like to do now, because we did all of that detail work and it is kind of popping through, but we can get it to pop through a little bit more, is we're gonna get these little round embossing tools. And you guys, I saw some at the dollar store that are double-ended. And I think they would do a really great job as well. And you guys, I also use these for highlighting, doing the low lights with eyes and different things like this. That would also work really good on small flowers. So this is a great little tool. I got my little set off of Amazon. I think I paid like $8 for 5 of them. But you know, for the dollar store, only having just a few of them, that's still really awesome, I think. So, I mean, definitely go check it out at your dollar store if you've got one. If they've got them, I would snag one for $1, because you can always use them for other things too. Okay, so there it is. You can see all nice and pretty. Woo-hoo. I'm loving this new glitter, you guys. Let me flip to my face cam so you can see there. Don't you guys love that? Ah, I love it. So cute. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And then remember, Lisa's on in about a half an hour, and she's gonna show sublimation and all of that with you guys, okay? So thanks for hanging out. Very fun. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate it. Really cute. Thanks, Linda. You guys are all so fun. You guys let me know if you have any questions, or if you're wanting to see something, a different technique that you've heard about or whatever else. I'm more than happy to show you guys. Please feel free to ask me anything, okay? One of your faves? Oh, good, Sandy. I'm so glad. Thank you, Sherry. You have a blessed night as well. And I guess I will see you guys on Sunday for Lori's next business call, I believe. Or if you're not part of the business group, I will see you next Monday. Bye, guys.